Hello and welcome to Artigan Flight 001. This is your captain speaking. If you are traveling through another dimension, you are in the right seat. A dimension not only of sight and sound and mind, but a journey into a wondrous new vibratory frequency. We'd now like to tell you about some important safety features of this aircraft. The most important safety feature we have aboard this aircraft is your attention. Please buckle up, everyone. It is going to be a thrilling ride.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Psychic Astrology. I am your Madam President of the Artigan and your favorite witchy auntie, Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E. Welcome to another beautiful week of life, and it really, really is. This is the one that I've really been waiting to talk about, really been waiting for. And the psychic channeling that I'm getting for you guys, the downloads are really big picture. It's really about this entire week and what it means for us all moving forward, vision-wise, okay? And what you can expect to really see in your reality. So, the big news is definitely the new moon in Taurus, as well as Jupiter ingressing into Pisces, as well as at the end of the week, we have Mercury entering the shadow where Mercury, we will revisit this point in June. So, just remember what's going on at the end of this week, going into the weekend, because we're going to go over these same points later on in the month, later on next month. So, the channeling that I got for you guys, very big picture. I'm getting back to what I was talking to you guys about in February of this year regarding the future, and really the future. You guys know I'm not the timing psychic, so it's like this quantum tunneling energy that I'm really getting for you guys. Also Betelgeuse, and I feel like that may have something to do with Wednesday's psychic tarot reading. So if that's resonating for you, make sure to come back and check out that reading, because I'm getting Betelgeuse energy, and I'm not quite sure how it fits in for this week's psychic astrology, but we shall see. Probably Wednesday's psychic tarot reading. So let's back it up. Let's start with Monday, Tuesday. This is the new moon in Taurus energy. I will be that's right. I will be live streaming on Tuesday, because I live stream every new and full moon. So I will be here to walk us through it more in depth. However, what you can know for Monday, Tuesday, and especially Monday, because that is when Mercury in Gemini conjuncts the North Node in Gemini. This, honestly, it's something I've been waiting to talk about, because remember how these last two super full moons, the end of March, the end of April, okay, those energies that we were releasing, letting go of, learning our lessons. And remember how I was saying, it'll be up until basically now that it'll kind of decide the rest of the year. And I mean that because this new moon is so constructive. It's so powerful and creative, and manifestly so, only if you were able to let go of what you needed to the last two super full moons. That really determines if you're going to be able to take advantage of these manifesting creative opportunities coming up. That's what determines it. If we've been able to integrate and learn these lessons and do the soul growth and do the shadow work and everything. So that's how I've been sort of guiding us along throughout this year, really. But anyway, so, and if people miss this wave, it's okay, because we have these opportunities to learn these lessons again. Oh no, hold on. I had to plug in for energy. Okay, it's okay if we don't always ride these waves, because we have these cycles coming back, these cycles of more learning. So like I said, everyone is here learning different lessons at different times, and we would rather understand than judge. So really, 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 if someone's not getting something, if someone isn't able to go with you to a certain place, vibrationally, really, really try your very best not to judge them, because when you judge, you shut down your growth. When you judge, you just inhibit your own self in so many different ways. So be very forgiving and compassionate. However, if you have been able to let go of what we were trying to our souls were wanting to try and let go of, and release, it's been paving the way for this. It's been paving the way for eclipse season. So, this new moon in Taurus is going to be it's a portal opening for creativity. And what I mean by that is to create, to manifest, to actually build. Over these next couple of weeks, as the moon is gaining in light, there will be so much more information coming to the surface. There will be so many more things are being written in the sky. Things are being written in these blank tablets. Things are being written and spoken into manifestation. So it's just like peak manifesting time. Okay, and you'll be able to see by the first total lunar eclipse on May 26th what you've been able to get up to, what you've been able to manifest for yourself. And that'll give you, by the end of the month, you'll be able to see where you are in your growth, because you'll be able to see what you've been able to manifest over these just 2 short weeks since the Taurus new moon. So that's that. Like I said, I'll be here on Tuesday live streaming, so make sure to tune in, join us, or catch the playback so that you can really get as much juice out of it as possible, so that you can manifest what you want, manifest something really concrete, grounded, earthy, sensual, artistic, beautiful, whatever it is that you're trying to, build and create for yourself and your own life. Because for those of us that have been able to let go of things over the past couple months, specifically the end of March, specifically the end of April, this is divine timing. Okay, and if not, then it's your divine timing to learn this lesson, because you'll be able to understand as we go into June what lessons you missed out on, because you'll be able to see the opportunities that you've missed out on. They're connected. Okay, so that moves us along to, and now Wednesday is beautiful because we have Mercury trining Saturn in the sky. So this is fantastic for business, for paperwork, for signatures, for organization, for cataloging, for data, for anything communicative, negotiating, anything like that. This is also really great for anyone that wants to get their technology upgraded. This is the week to do that. Get your cameras, your mics, your phones, your laptops, all of that. Get all of that situated this week, preferably this week before Mercury enters shadow, but you, I guess, technically have until the 30th when Mercury stations retrograde. However, this is, if you can do it, this is the week to do it. That brings us to Thursday, when Jupiter enters Pisces. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Because this is big. Jupiter can only do so much in Aquarius. I like Jupiter in Aquarius. That's really cool. However, Jupiter is best and the strongest in Pisces. This is an ancient ruler of Pisces before Neptune came along. It's a long digression. Okay, so with Jupiter entering Pisces, it'll be easier for us to believe in ourselves, believe in our projects, believe in our relationships, believe in divine timing, believe in maybe things that don't even have a concrete representation yet. The faith opens up, our capabilities open up, and we're more inclined to go with the cosmic flow. Really great for forgiving, really fantastic for releasing. Okay, what else do I have written down? Hold on. Oh, that's right. I knew I was missing something. So Thursday, there's also the moon conjuncting Mercury in Gemini. You want to speak from the heart, because this is also making a trine to Saturn in Aquarius, which is going to allow us to stabilize, concretize something that is deeply important to us, as well as make a choice. We're very much empowered to make the right choices that are in divine timing, that are really, you could feel like this week you are guided by the hands of fate and destiny, and that you're gonna go that way. You're gonna follow your intuition. It's gonna be easier to do so. Going to be easier to do so because Jupiter in Pisces is going over this area for a couple months until Jupiter retrogrades back into Aquarius. But this is going to give us a taste this spring into summer to what we can expect to be more dominant in 2022. So we had Chiron for a decade in this area of our lives. So over the past 10 years, you could have been feeling very insecure about believing in yourself or believing in your life in the Piscean area, wherever Pisces rules. So take a look back, because now it's going to be easier. It's going to be like we have this boost, this cosmic boost of optimism, faith, and confidence in order to be able to move forward on something that we felt but did not trust. We didn't believe it because of the insecurities, because of shame, guilt, fears, inadequacies, what have you. It's an open wound. Chiron's this open wound that we all have, that it's just like, oh, I can't even like deal with that because it's just so raw and tender. So it's going to be great. It's going to be really great. Things are going to make more sense. And what I like about this energy, with this Jupiter entering Pisces, as well as the moon conjuncting Mercury in Gemini, trining Saturn in Aquarius, is saying that we will have more faith and confidence that the universe is ordered by some bigger cosmic structure that is bigger than all of us. It will feel like it's falling into place perfectly, on time, in the perfect way, in the perfect package, with the perfect words, with the perfect geometrical everything. That's part of what's going to give everyone the confidence. That's part of what's going to give us that boost of optimism and faith, is that we're going to see that in concrete reality, things just falling into place, things just working out, things just feeling right, because they're looking really great, they're looking really right, they're looking like, wow, this is really just, coming together here. The picture, the broader picture is coming together because all of the pieces are just falling into place. Okay, now if you've been having trouble letting go of what all of our souls were trying to let go of the past 2 super full moons, be careful, because this can also heighten illusion and delusion. So it's going to be easier to believe in the positive, and it's also going to be a lot easier to believe in the negative. And we're all responsible for ourselves, our thoughts, our feelings, our actions. So you don't want to give your power away. You don't want to be a victim and give your power away to, oh, the government's against me, or oh, this family's against me, this spouse is against me, and my boss is against me, and get into these power struggles, and these like delusional power struggles, because the real truth is that we are all responsible for our own soul and our own soul's growth. If someone hurts us, it's our responsibility to save ourselves and get out of a bad situation and do the learning and the growth needed to make that happen. It's not going to be anyone just like rides up on the white horse and like saves us from something. Sometimes that happens. However, ultimately, karma is the law of cause and effect. And part of that has to do with our attention, our focus, and the choices that we're making and what we think, how we feel, and what we're going to do about it. Okay, and it's a long, hard road depending on where you start, what happens in life, and digging ourselves out of situations. It takes time, because it takes the growth, it takes the learning. And that's what Saturn does. So anyone in their Saturn return right now with Saturn in Aquarius, your first round or your second round, you know that, and you're feeling that in a very acute way, because you're getting these obstacles, you're getting these harsh lessons, it feels like the world's against you. That's so Saturn. It feels like everything's against you. It feels like, when that authority is saying nope, slapping you down, saying nope, it's making you learn. But what you get out of that is a stronger character and more self-respect. You guys have heard my golden oldies, you've heard me talk about this before, about the crisis. The crisis is just a crisis because we don't have the level of maturity yet to deal with it. So it feels like a crisis. It feels like, oh my God, the sky is falling. However, we survive it. We go through the crisis and we come out the other side. And then we have the emotional maturity, the spiritual maturity to be able to deal with it. And it's not a crisis anymore. And the next time it happens, everyone remembers when their car first breaks down on the side of the road, when they get their first flat tire, when they get into their own first, fender bender, whatever it is. You're a teenager, you're in your early 20s, what have you. And it's just like, it sucks. Maybe you don't know what to do right away. Maybe you did everything wrong. However, by the time you're driving for a few years or a decade or 3 decades, whatever, when it happens next, it's like, okay, it's not the first time, not the last time these things happen. You do the thing, you go through the motions, you do all the things, and you're not so emotionally taken for this thunderstorm. That's analogizing for like everything. So, okay, that was a little bit of a tangent, sorry. Well, someone needed to hear it, so there. Okay, another thing about the end of the week, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, what I'm getting psychically for the last half is that this is an opportunity This is where we ascend a level. This is where we, and I have it, this is where we ascend a level if you're light enough. That's what I got psychically. I mean, I heard those words. So dream big. Dream as big as you possibly can. You want the vision. You want the really big vision right now, because there will be clarity for that big picture. If you're light enough, if your vibration is fast enough and light enough, be light. Just think very light. Think of clouds, think of light things, think that you are light, because that is the higher vibration. When you're light, that's what I got, like visually, auditorily, and everything. It's like psychically for the last half, it's like you're light and you're floating. Let yourself be light. Let yourself float. And it's only when we are angry, stressed, fearful, guilty, upset, bitter, jealous, all of that makes you very dense. Angry, it makes you dense, and it makes you slow, and it makes you float to the bottom, it makes you sink to the bottom. So use this energy for your advantage, and rise and flow and let yourself ascend a little bit higher, because you can. The window is open, the portal is there for you to walk through it. Friday, we have the moon trining Jupiter. This is going to give you a reason to smile and be happy. Those feelings when you're happy and optimistic and empowered and strong and feeling good, that's all raising your vibration, making you lighter so that you can float up and ascend. Okay, Saturday we have Mercury entering the shadow, which means that Mercury's going to go retrograde soon. This area, Friday, Saturday, we're going to look back on with a very different perspective later on in June. So whatever's going on this weekend for you is going to be very important to note. So keep your eyes and ears open, because you're going to have a different perspective. You're like, wow, that was interesting. So also on Saturday, we have the moon conjuncting Mars in Cancer. So this is this is like a sexual primal attraction that is, it's almost like your souls are so attracted to each other, but it's very physical. It's extremely, this is like for some of you, like dating, getting to know somebody new, meeting someone, even in your connection with another person that you've been with for a long time. If you're married, if you've been together for 35 years, this is definitely an energy that is very promoting of like a sexual, the fireworks. However, it's an attraction that is so much more like instinctual. This is an instinctual attraction where you could be attracted to somebody. Actually, it's part of this can be intellectual. Part of this can be intellectual because of everything else, like leading up to Friday, Saturday. But there's definitely going to be the body part, where the bodies are really like magnets racing to touch. Very much that was in one of my poems that I wrote like when I was a teenager. So, yeah, moon conjuncting Mars in Cancer. This can also, for some of you that are inclined to this, it would be it could be sexually attractive, the thought of impregnating someone or becoming impregnated by someone, or fertility could be very sexually arousing for you at this time. So if you're like in this springy type, energy, that just look out for that. Okay. And then on Sunday, this is also okay for other people this could totally be triggering, like emotionally triggering in a way that makes you like angry, like very angry, but it's like angry tears. So you're more likely to be angry and upset, but like very tantrum energy, where you're not really like going to war. You're not really like strategic and, battle oriented. It's more like you just have a big fit. Like you can't open the jar of green olives for your pizza, and you live home alone and there's no one to help you, and you're just like having a tweak out. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. And you just, So Sunday, we have the Sun in Taurus trining Pluto retrograde, you guys. And we also have that moon in Cancer trining Neptune. This is so transformative and inspiring. This is some karma coming back from the past that, again, you could feel very guided by fate, very guided by destiny, very much that you understand something big and powerful is happening both to you and through you. So you are only in charge of marshaling your own energies and making the decisions that you're guided to make. And whatever it is, it's going to be the right ones. Even the people that were not able to let go of the end of March, to let go of the end of April, even when they're going to be guided to do things that are not in their best interest, or maybe they're mistakes. Remember, it's not a mistake if you learn from it. It therefore becomes a lesson. Each lesson is like a feather in your cap. And when you have lots of feathers, you become a chief. So remember, forgiving, we would rather understand than judge. So even when you're guided to do something that gets you into hot water, that gets you some bad karma catching you, you learn from it. That's all that it means. So have patience and understanding with yourself, and have compassion with yourself for taking a little bit longer to learn certain lessons, because there's other people that are going to take longer to learn lessons that you understand very quickly. It just doesn't make sense to judge anyone for anything. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so on Sunday, very, very powerful, very transformative. There's going to be something illuminated here too. I'm telling you, more and more clarity is going to be coming to the surface. And then Monday, the 17th, we have Venus conjuncting the North Node in Gemini. We have options, we have potentialities, and it's beautiful. There's also more of this intellectually attractive energy where we will want to discuss, bounce ideas back and forth. Gemini likes options, likes to, you know, we don't have to be married to a specific idea. We don't have to like die on that hill. We don't have to like, this is the only way. You know, we like to have variety. We like to have options. We like to go back and do things over again. We like to just, you know, take it all in. Sagittarius is where we make a judgment, where we, you know, take all those experiences and ideas and form it into a good, great, you know, the very best philosophy that we're going to live our life in. So that gets tested in Capricorn, that gets tested in the structure of your life. All of our lives are living examples. It's putting our personal philosophies in action on our feet. The lifestyle tests the philosophy. That's why everyone, you know, our own art of living is going to be there no matter what, because we're alive and we're like, you know, live like that, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, next Monday looks beautiful. It looks really, really, there could be a beautiful path opening up for you. So I'm telling you, this whole week, it's going to be creation, manifesting, creative power, creative manifesting, destinies, fated attractions, you know, whatever has got you jazzed up at the end of this week, going into the weekend, it could take you in a whole different direction. And we're heading right into eclipse season. So June, July is going to be on fire. It's going to be big. It's going to be, this is when life really, the timelines speed up and the timelines shift and they change, and we can control all of that. We really can. We can manifest and we can direct the energies. But just remember that our realities are only a reflection of our level of self-awareness. So if you've been able to let go and internalize lessons, then you're going to see these opportunities. You're going to see the portals, and it's going to be clear because you've cleared space in your life. You've cleared space in your energy fields. You've cleared space in your mind, gotten rid of that toxic junk, and so that you'll be able to perceive these opportunities. If you can't, and you only perceive obstacles or what's not working, what isn't right, what doesn't feel good, then you just have more learning to do. That's all it is. So no matter what, you're covered. No matter what, everything's gonna be okay. So I love you guys. I'll see you on Tuesday for the live stream. I will see you Monday for the weeklies. I will see you Wednesday for the psychic tarot reading. I will see you Wednesday again for the weeklies, and Friday for the weeklies. And so I'll see you guys a lot this week, okay? I love you. Take very, very good care. Remember to think light and flowy and floaty and just ascendy and just real light. You're gonna feel like you're on, I'm getting that too, like someone's on clouds this week, like they're walking on clouds, like time, everything's just like moving them along. So enjoy that energy. I love you. Take very good care. And until next time, dearies, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.